This is Jonathan Agger here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're here in London. It's the start of fight week. Joshua Usyk. With me is Australian heavyweight Demsey McKean. Demsey, how are you finding London?
Loving it, mate. So I've been here for about 2.5 weeks and fitting right in as well. So obviously jumping straight into the camp with Anthony Joshua. Can't get any better than that. Great team. He's number one in the world for a reason for the heavyweight division. So loving my time here and wrapping it up all with fight camp and looking to hopefully head out for Dillian Whyte camp early next week as well, since he's fighting Otto Wallin. So going to get some more great rounds in over in Portugal with Dillian Whyte. So
wow, what a few weeks.
I know, it's been pretty crazy, pretty hectic ever since I got here. So loving it. And then we're looking at getting a fight before December as well on a matchroom card. So that's looks like it's coming to fruition. Just looking for an opponent, scousing around a little bit. So should have something locked in very soon.
Dempsey, the opportunity that every heavyweight in the world wants has come your way. As you say, you're in camp with Anthony Joshua. Just talk to us how it first came about.
Well, obviously he's fighting Usyk, who's a southpaw. Eddie Hearn wanted to try and get us over there probably about 3 weeks before we come over. Obviously he wanted to come get me some rounds in, and they've got plans for me as well, and looking at getting on some matchroom cards. So obviously it was quite hard for me to leave the country. We had to get immigration officer to put a case together, had to get visas approved, letters from Matchroom Boxing saying they need me over here for the Anthony Joshua. So it is quite hard for an Australian to leave the country. But that took about 2 weeks to get all finalised, got some flights booked, and come straight over here. And 2 days later, straight into the AJ camp. So.
Can you reveal at all how many rounds you did with him?
Obviously I was only there for the last 3 weeks of camp, so we sparred twice a week, for the few weeks there. So yeah.
Dempsey, what impressed you most from sparring Anthony Joshua?
He's a big lad. He's probably about my height as well, but I think when you don't really realise that till you're in the ring. So just his presence there as well, his size, his movement, he's looking sharp, he's moving really well. And just his physical presence is there all the time as well. So that's going to play a big part. Obviously, Usyk's coming up from cruiserweight. There's going to be a big size difference there, and I think Anthony Joshua is going to be able to utilise that quite well. And I think he's probably going to get the stoppage in the later rounds 8 or onwards, I'm thinking.
Is there anything that particularly surprised you that you weren't expecting heading into the camp?
Not really. I think he's exactly how you see. What you see is what you get. How you see him on TV. He's a friendly bloke, laughing. He's always interactive. He's the whole team makes you feel really welcome there as well. Everyone's really friendly, really well run camp. So not at all. They made me feel like home straight away, which is really good. So that kind of surprised me. I didn't really know what to expect coming in, but yeah, really good bunch of people.
Dempsey, you've got good rankings in the governing bodies. You're unbeaten. Just tell us a bit about your career and how it's gone so far.
Definitely, I'm 19-0, 12 knockouts, rated number 11 with the WBO and the IBF, the current IBF Intercontinental champ and the Asia Pacific champ. All my fights have been within Australia. Now that I'm based in the UK for quite some time, since the restrictions and lockdowns, and it's hard to get into the country. So, and then straight away look at the opportunities that have come about the last couple of weeks. Straight into AJ camp, about to join Dillian Whyte camp, and getting a fight in the next couple of months as well. So, this is something more what's going to come. So, I've done really well in my home country. We've been fighting international opponents, flying them in for the last few years, but now I'm based on UK soil, and with the pairing up with one of the biggest teams in the world, with Matchroom Boxing, so the world's my oyster, mate, so the best is yet to come.
Dempsey, there's not a load of sort of Australian heavyweights, never mind fighters. You've got George Kambosos going for the undisputed crown in a few weeks. Yeah. Lucas Brown's coming over here in a couple of weeks, but do you feel like you're the man to take Australian boxing to another level?
100%. I think everyone loves watching the heavyweights fight. We're the big guys in the ring. Everyone loves watching us fight. So we're the most entertaining in a way. So I think sooner or later will be the household name, I think, as well. We've got the Maloney twins as well. They fight a lot on over in America. We've got Jaya Patea, who's on the fringe of a world title fight also. We do have quite a few world rated fighters, but now I'm going to be fighting on the Matchroom shows over here, and you're going to get some big fights coming up. So it's exciting. I'm excited, and I think everyone's going to be excited also. So,
is there any heavyweights you looked up to growing up? Has boxing always been your sport, or were you into anything else?
Funny enough, I've always kind of been a fan of AJ. I don't think who isn't a fan of AJ. He's kind of how I like to present myself. I'm a I like to be on the professional side of things. I'm humble, you know. I like to think I'm humble, so that's how I present myself, and I think he's the epitome of that as well, you know. So was looking up to him. He's skillful, he's big, he's powerful, you know. So you know, himself, Mike Tyson, you know, the old school boxers, you know, who didn't like him, the ferociousness, you know, so he was always entertaining also. So, you know, but hey, I'm a fan of myself as well, you know, I wouldn't be doing this otherwise, you know, so I'm training hard and I'm really looking forward to making an impact here.
Two more, Dempsey, when we do see you in the ring in December in the UK, what can we expect from yourself, your style? You're obviously a southpaw. What else do you bring to the table?
I'm a fast heavyweight and I'm a technical heavyweight. You know, I like to keep it clean, land my clean shots, use my range, use my footwork, and keep it explosive. You know, I'm looking to make a big, devastating knockout, you know, in my first international debut on a big card. So yeah, I can't wait.
Just lastly, another big heavyweight fight coming up October 9th, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 3. Most people I've spoke to, it's Tyson Fury again. What's your opinion?
It's a hard one, isn't it? It's just like, man, 12 rounds is a long time to be in there with a big puncher like Deontay Wilder. You know, he's not the most skillful, not the most technical, but he's just got that big thudding right hand there. So it's hard. I'm tipping more towards the Gypsy King. You know, for sure. He's got the size. You know, he's got the speed and the technique and all that as well. And obviously coming off the knockout win previously, so he's got a bit more confidence there. But who knows? You know, Deontay Wilder coming back from redemption, new team, training under Malik Scott, that could go either way. You know, it is another 50-50 fight, I do believe, but I probably will be tipping the Gypsy King to get another mid-round stoppage, I think. So
there you go, Demsey McKean, great to meet you. Have you on Pro Boxing Fans. I'm sure we'll catch up again, you know, in the next few weeks, maybe after fight night. Just tell us where we follow you on social media.
My Instagram, Demsey McKean, and my Facebook athlete page, Demsey McKean, the Tower of Terror. So, cheers.
Appreciate it, Dempsey.